Γεια σας παιδιά, here I am, back in my cuisina, welcome back. Mate, today you wait and see what we've got. Get yourselves a pen and paper so you can note a few things down. I promise you this is going to be an absolute ripper. Now, just in case you don't have the karti and the paper and pen, don't forget you can get every recipe we do on the Meraki TV website. Today, παιδιά, we're going to do a savory cake. We're going to do a feta and kalamata olive cake. Let's get straight into it. Here we go. We've got the alevri, the baking powder, the baking soda, the salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to put a fair bit of pepper in here. With salt, I'm not going to go so hard because we've got a fair bit of feta that's going to go in. We mix that together and that's your dry mix done. Now we're into the wet mix. We have your yaourti, so the yogurt, Greek style yogurt. We have the olive oil. We have your eggs. And we have our milk. Put these over to the sink. You know? That there is our wet mix. And then we've got to combine our wet mix. Now for the feta mix. We have the feta cheese. Everybody's got their favorite feta. Use whatever feta you enjoy. Whether you're using feta cheese or wine, whatever it is you're using. One thing I've got to say, don't use the cheap wine from the back. Don't use the feta that you don't want to use anymore. Use something that you absolutely love because it's only going to complement your dish. We've got the chopped parsley, spring onions. Put this chopped dill in here as well. And last but not least, those kalamata olives. Now we just combine this mixture, the feta mix. I tell you what, just the smell of these beautiful, fresh ingredients. Everything's coming together, and remember, I say this all the time, rustic cooking that our grandparents and the generations above us did is the best style of cooking. Now, this wet ingredient here that we've got here, I'm gonna add the dry ingredients to that. And now I'll combine that. It's almost like it's a beautiful batter now. Put the feta and olive mix into that there. Mix that together and just fold it through. So I've got myself a rubber spatula here. Combine it nicely. Beautiful, that's ready. Now get yourself some oil. I've got a spray here. If you don't have spray, you can just use some olive oil or some vegetable oil and just line your dish, but I'm just gonna give it a quick spray. We evenly distribute. On the recipe that you're gonna see on the Meraki TV website, I've got black and white sesame seed. What that's gonna do is give it a beautiful contrast, but also give it a flavor, because the black sesame seeds have got a different flavor once they're roasted. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. Just use the plain sesame seeds. If you don't have sesame seeds, don't worry about it. That's the beauty of these recipes. Now that's ready for the oven. We've got the oven preheated at 175 degrees centigrade. You put it in there for about 25 minutes, then reduce the heat to 160 degrees. Κοίτα εδώ, κοίτα εδώ. It's a pity you can't smell from there now. Oh, I've got to wait to cut this. Something that goes really, really well. Some of you might scrunch up your face at this, but this is a little bit of honey. Every person of Greek heritage has a good honey in their household. Honey goes really well with the savory of the feta and the olives in this cake. Goes fantastically well with a little bit of honey over the top if you want that. If you don't want to go that way, which is very similar to, for example, the karpouzi, watermelon with feta cheese or halloumi, sweet savory goes really, really well. If you don't want to go that way, then you can always go with the fresh produce. I've had enough of talking. I hope you guys tried this recipe at home. Remember, Meraki TV, go to their website, get the recipe. You got to do it. Thought I'd switch off the camera so I can actually try some of this thing. Fresca, mate, this is the best. Oh, a little bit of honey as well.